ID कुठे आहे? हा.
Hello. Yeah, the first presentation goes, the category is Best Media Strategy, Services. Presentation duration will be 10 minutes. Lenskart.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Hi everyone. Hello, jury members. I'm just sharing my screen.
Okay.
Let me know if it's. I didn't share the sound. Wait. Hi, can everyone see my screen and hear me properly?
Yes. Are you ready?
Hello. Yes. Hello, everyone. I say sharks because I'm here for a pitch and I'm very happy that I'm the first presenter. So luckily, I have all of your attention and I'm from Gurgaon. It rained in the morning, so I'm thinking it's a good omen for the presentation. So while at Lenskart, here's my pitch for you for all the sharks in the room or the jury members. I'm going to address you as sharks because that's what I'm here for. So Lenskart, we know, has started its journey in 2010, and their mission was always to transform the eyewear industry. It's been 14 years that Lenskart has been in India, and they have been extraordinarily growing. Today, there are 1,400 stores, and this growth of Lenskart has happened at offline space, at online space. But at the back of all this, the entire growth, the Indian eyewear category is also increasing. At present, there is 11.9% growth of the entire category. Obviously, this will attract more players, this will attract more competition. Also, more markets have opened, more consumers have come into foray. Currently, there are 48 e-commerce players of either category alone, and this pushes us a lot to think beyond the ordinary. While we've had a very good journey of 14 years, so many stores, we have done immense and more campaigns, people know about our brands, but how do we actually push forward? We have got the consumers in tier two cities, in metros, but there was still so much more to offer in the IVF space. It's not just about selling frames. It was not just about just selling an IVF solution, but also, if you think of it, the opportunity was also unlocking a new era of consumers, who's looking at IVF as a fashionable need. It's not just utility. It's not just a transactional thing that I need iframes. It's a lifestyle need. Every day they want to look different. This new age modern consumer is what you wanted to target because this is where a growth is coming in terms of the eyewear category. The growth is coming for all categories beyond eyewear. They are spending, they want to enrich their life experiences. But beyond that, we wanted to understand what gets them going. Who is this consumer and how can we connect with them in a better, more seamless way? We found from various studies of GWI and YouGov that 67% of these consumers actually want to buy products and services that help the community. Of all the fashionable lifestyle needs, at the heart of it, they were driven by a community need. They were inspired by the real life stories of entrepreneurs. While you see them on Instagram, you talk about celebrities, influencers, but all these sharks which are growing in a market, in a country, they are inspired by those stories because they feel that they are a part of them. They had dreams and they made those dreams come true. So then we thought that who else than our very own team to leverage this rising wave of entrepreneurship? Who else can actually connect with this consumer in a very effective way? Then we thought that Shark Tank India, he was the judge. It was just a match made in heaven for us because there was Piyush Bansal, there was this consumer who was looking for entrepreneur, and there was this uh, the entire format of entrepreneurship. But then we decided that we will not just do simple integration. We will not just show Lenskart as a part of the entire format, but how do we connect with the story of entrepreneurship? How do we still get people to come to our app and drive business? We had done immense and more media campaigns. So our media strategy was that we will run parallel campaigns. We will do our awareness campaigns through TV and YouTube and other media. But on Shark Tank, we will ensure that people see the ethos of Piyush Bansal, people see Lenskart, and they come on the app. Integration can be as normal as just placing your brand. Integration can just as normal as just showing the use case. But what we did was we got consumers on the app. We ensured that people, when they see the entire proposal of deal, they actually come on the app and they vote for it and they feel they're a part of it. Not only that, they could win iPad, iPhone, but also meet Piyush Bansal. So let me just take you through the entire story of this award.
इंडिया में जो सोशल मीडिया की पावर है, अभी लाइक 5-6 एंटरप्रेन्योर्स इनक्रेडिबल इनोवेशन करो एक गांव में, यूट्यूब पे डालो, ऑर्डर्स आ रही हैं, इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, मतलब
मेरा भारत बदल रहा है।
तो क्या कहते हैं, भारत बिजनेस सीख रहा है, बिजनेस की वैल्यू सीख रहा है।
अगर आपको लगता है कि आप में है वो बात जो जान सके कि कौन सा बिजनेस है इन्वेस्टेबल और कौन सा नहीं है, तो देखिए हर पिच बहुत ध्यान से और लेंसकार्ट ऐप या lenskart.com पे पार्टिसिपेट कीजिए ऑफर या नो ऑफर कॉन्टेस्ट और पाइए मौका ढेर सारे एक्साइटिंग प्राइजेस जीतने का और हर हफ्ते के टॉप स्कोरर को मिलेगा पीयूष बंसल से मिलने का मौका। सो डाउनलोड द ऐप एंड प्ले नाउ।
एक करोड़, 2 करोड़, 3 करोड़, कितना लिखा?
सुनिए मेरी बात, शार्क्स, मैं हूँ पीयूष बंसल, मैं हूँ 26 साल का और मैं हूँ को फाउंडर एंड सीईओ लेंसकार्ट का और मेरी आपसे आस्क है 1 करोड़ रुपए फॉर बहुत सारी गाइडेंस एंड 1% ऑफ इक्विटी इन माय कंपनी।
गुड पिच।
कौन मेरे साथ जुड़ना चाहेगा?
गुड पिच।
Let me just leave you with the numbers that we actually got at the end of the day. After the entire Shark Tank activity, we had 6 lakhs new users coming on the app. We had a 3x growth in organic installs across app, across website, across footfalls. And so much so that the organic base shifted. So after Shark Tank activity got over, we had moved upwards in the organic transactions. We had a 5x growth in traffic. We had a lot of increasing positive sentiments. The best number, the best thing which happened was that all the people who came on the app, out of those 79 crore revenue we generated, because those people came on the app, not only they just voted, but they also started transacting on the app. They liked the interface, they became the regular users. So Shark, this is the pitch which I had. I hope this is a deal and you give us the award. If not this deal, I have one more thing, one more Ramban, which we can say is my very cute photo of my dog, if that can convince you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Here now. The next presentation is from Spotify podcast पे सुनो क्या.
Hi guys, good morning. Good morning everyone, juries, fellow presenters, and the people hosting this. I'll just quickly share my screen, but before I do that, I just want to say it aches me to ask this question while I'm presenting for Spotify. But am I audible, everyone?
Yes.
Perfect. Cool. So, welcome everyone to this MV special episode of where we are going to dive into the when, where, and why of Podcast Persona by Spotify, a movement that got India to look at podcasts as a new means of learning and increased listenership for Spotify. All this while being the first brand in India to do a long term trend jacking campaign. Here's the story behind it all. On 3rd of September 2022, Sheila opened up a Twitter app and, like she always did, went to the top trends of the day. She saw something interesting. Serena Williams was trending. Immediately, she clicked on the trend and saw, wait, Serena Williams retired? As Sheila scrolled through people's thoughts and congratulations, she saw it. A post by Spotify India right at the top, where the link was to a special podcast where Serena Williams talks about her life and journey, perfectly nestled between all the platitudes following closely on the heels of the announcement. And that was the trigger that got her to listen to a news podcast that day. It all started in the Spotify offices with one question. How do we increase listenership for podcasts on Spotify in India? India is the third largest podcast listening market. So to find the delta where listenership could increase was crucial. Intense research revealed that knowledge-based podcasts were not actively promoted by any player in the podcast space. And that was the category on which the next campaign would be pinned. After all, Spotify had thousands of podcast titles in genres like science, history, trivia, languages, and personal finance, all being weighted to promote it to the right audience. And that's where Sheila comes in. Sheila is one person representing millions of Indians who are classified as self-enhancement seekers, people constantly looking up news and information to indulge their interest or grow as a person. Articles, webinars, videos, papers, they consume it all. But this audience had not yet turned to podcasts on Spotify as a medium for learning. The streaming giant has thousands of podcasts that would teach this curious audience a thing or two about the world. So, we have an identified audience and we have an amazing offering. But how do we convince them, right, to consume content on Spotify? Have you ever had a conversation with someone where they taught you something new? Your natural reaction is to ask them where they heard it. ये तुमने कहाँ सुना? The answer to that question became the line that India's curious learners would use all through the month of September. Podcast पे सुना. The direction was simple, unconventional, and purposeful. Every component had to do one of two things: either position podcasts on Spotify as an effective means of learning, or help audiences realize the vast plethora of titles they could learn from. And to do either, for such an evolved cohort, meant pushing the envelope of what Spotify usually did. Back at the erstwhile Twitter headquarters, the engineers were excited. They had just received a brief to activate a new trend spotting algorithm in India for the first time. This was going to help predict trends before they came on the national trending list. And they were about to use it for one of the world's biggest brands, Spotify. At first, the ask immediately didn't make any sense. Why would a music streaming platform want to stay on top of news trends? But then they were told that these trends would be the vehicle on which podcasts would travel across the internet. On the face of it, this activity seemed simple enough. Predict a trend, suggest a podcast that would enhance the knowledge of the trend. Success, right? But as the whole team sat around the table, the magnitude of this task was more apparent. The agency needed to completely immerse themselves into incredible volumes of content, news, and data, all to make sure the fit between the trend and the podcast was always adding value to an evolved audience cohort. We're talking about developing a deep understanding at an episodic level of Spotify's top 50 shows, each with 200 episodes, all within 2 weeks. It was daunting, but not impossible. There were some non-negotiables in place for the experiment. One, the podcast had to always be a credible fit to the trend and add real value to the audience in terms of knowledge. Two, posts needed to be up within 10 minutes of the trend hitting the national list for it to be seen and there to be peak interest around it. And three, the campaign needed to completely own days in September like Teachers' Day and Engineers' Day when this cohort would be most actively consuming content. With all these caveats, new processes took form. A thorough mind map ensured that every post did one of the four things to give audiences more knowledge and insight. 10-minute TAT achieved with several practice runs and clear workflows between the agency, Twitter, and Spotify. A potent content mix that addressed both planned and unplanned trends, especially the days associated with learning. Intense tagging of each episode within the Twitter dashboard summed up the extent of preparation. Over the month of September, 67 planned and unplanned trends were used to share insightful, informative, and impactful podcasts, whether it was trivia about the first photograph ever made, news about the ozone layer, a speech by Charlie Chaplin, or a crash course in Korean. Twitter heard it all. While the trend jacking experiment went on, other aspects of this campaign began to take shape, like influencers. Regular music influencers that Spotify usually uses didn't have much of a claim in this conversation about learning and self-enhancement. No, this needed an unconventional approach. A selection of people who would lend a natural credibility to the nature of podcasts on offer and the creative premise of podcast persona. We're talking knowledge-based influencers who made incredible reels talking about the stuff they heard on Spotify podcasts, dropping delicious nuggets of wisdom across multiple genres for the curious learner audience base. Allow me to play a couple of them for you.
You're not playing the audio.
I'm so
You
sorry.
haven't shared the computer sound.
You couldn't hear the previous two slides at all?
No, nothing. No video. We haven't heard any audio.
I'm so sorry.
Just share the computer sound. On top, you have on the options, share screen option itself. You have share sound option. If not, you can just stop sharing and reshare it once again.
Just a minute. I'm so sorry for this. Can you hear it now?
No.
All right. I'm just gonna skip it. It was essentially just.
See,
अगर आप एक एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना चाहते हो तो ये 3 Spotify पॉडकास्ट जरूर सुनना.
Yeah, now we can hear you. That's it.
Right. I'm just gonna read talk about the slide again, right? So knowledge-based influencers made incredible reels, right? And they were talking about the stuff they heard on Spotify podcasts, dropping a delicious nugget of wisdom across multiple genres for their curious learner audience.
अगर आप एक एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना चाहते हो तो ये 3 Spotify पॉडकास्ट जरूर सुनना.
इंडियन हिस्ट्री पॉडकास्ट में मैंने सुना कि टीम इंडिया ने अपनी आइकॉनिक ब्लू जर्सी पहली बार 1985 में वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप ऑफ क्रिकेट में पहनी थी.
Right. And in another first for the brand, Spotify went to the professional platform, LinkedIn. Here, thought leaders came through with their suggestions of podcasts on Spotify that helped them grow as a person. But self-enhancement seekers don't restrict their learnings to social platforms, right? There was one area yet to be covered, news. And who better than InShorts to partner with for such a campaign? The partnership resulted in a specially curated playlist of some of the most interesting podcast content out there, promoted via the platform's magazine format. Learn something new in under 10 minutes. A simple proposition backed by gorgeous design and clever copy, drew in curious learners on the platform like bees to honey. Everyone's efforts were rewarded at the end of September when the month-long campaign wrapped up. On Twitter, 67 planned and unplanned trends garnered 32 million impressions and 10.5 million reach. On Instagram, the 13 reels got saved a staggering 96,000 times, proving just how useful they were to the audience. Content got shared 42,000 times and garnered 319,000 engagements. And the in-short intervention, well, that was hugely successful as well, as it garnered 25% engagement rate versus the platform average of a mere 10%. But back to the question that started all of this. Did the campaign actually increase listenership of podcasts for Spotify? The answer was a resounding yes. Daily active users increased by 2x, resulting in 70% incremental listeners, and monthly active users went up by 40%. What made this movement so unique are the many purposeful and experimental interventions that delivered on both scale and disruption. The choice of media, influencers, and social platforms flew in the face of your typical music streaming app approach. The thorough preparation resulted in a flawless execution of first in the country innovation. Curious India had finally begun turning to podcasts on Spotify to learn about the world. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next presentation, Google search.
Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me just share the screen. Let me know if it's visible.
Are you using the Google Chrome version?
No,
Zoom?
I am using Zoom app.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me know when to start.
Yeah. You can start. Your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Gerhard Casper. Does this name mean anything to you? I guess not. But in some ways, this name is linked to all of us. Because Gerhard Casper was the first query that was ever searched on Google. Google, since then, has reinvented the world of information. And today, there are more than 8.5 billion searches happening on Google every single day. Hello, everyone. My name is Karun, and I'm proud to share my team's contribution in Google's journey of democratizing information. And what better place for this mission than the young and diverse nation of India? But India's diversity comes with its own challenges as well. English language literacy is less than 10%. Typing is 3 times harder in regional languages as compared to English. And communicating with Gen Z in the way most relevant to them is a challenge in its own. So for an app which is ubiquitous to 650 million smartphones in India, Google Search's mission was to simplify the access to information while considering these diversities of India. And the answer to access lie beyond the text box. Google wanted to evangelize the use of 3 solutions: voice search, lens search, and multimodal search. Voice search was meant to address the challenge of vernacular speakers, where typing is 3 times more difficult, while lens search was meant to enable Gen Z with camera, a tool they are most familiar with. And multimodal search was meant to democratize information for all types of users. To drive adoption, we faced the reintroduction of these 3 solutions, spending the majority time on voice search, which was addressed to the digitally novices, followed by a geo-specific pilot for lens search, which was meant for the digital natives, Gen Z, finally leading to the full suite multimodal search solution, which was for everyone. We also planned for specific interventions across the complete media funnel for each of these access points. To begin with the high impact, we leverage inspirational stories of Indians who use search to unlock surprising possibilities for themselves. Be it Olympic boxer Nikhat Zareen and K-pop idol Shreya Lenka for voice search, or parkour artist Mujahid and World Cup winning cricketer Shefali Verma for multimodal search. For Lens Search, we also showcase top use cases like language translation, fashion shopping, and homework for students. To build awareness for these inspirational stories, we leverage high reach mediums with impactful techniques like video ad sequencing on YouTube, partnership with marquee properties on TV, and use of short form content on exponentially growing platforms like YouTube Shorts and Insta Reels. To drive engagement, we created many industry leading media led innovations for each of the access points. For voice search, we created India's first non intrusive voice enabled ad experience on OTT. For Google Lens, we created a product experience on digital and print. And for multimodal, we created a unique offline to online search movement, which encouraged participation from over 650 brands. Finally, for conversions, we leveraged the power of machine learning, where we identified the low users of voice, lens, and multimodal search and targeted them with action-oriented creatives to increase their number of searches. Our strategy and integrated approach truly helped in democratizing access to information. And for the app, which is ubiquitous to 650 million smartphones, we saw a 7.5% and 4% increase in voice and lens solutions and a striking 65% overachievement of multimodal search daily active user targets. These numbers are testament to the paradigm shift in the searching behavior of the people. Now, I let the AV take you through the journey of access for a new digital India.
Google's mission of organizing the world's information and making it universally available is most evident in India, a country of 1,600 spoken languages, 692 million monthly internet users, and half its population below the age of 30. From the QWERTY to quirky generation, Google simplified access to information through three modes of search: voice, lens, and multimodal. Voice, the first mode of access, address the India that is not English proficient. Since typing in regional languages is nearly 3 times more difficult, Bolne Se Sab Hoga was designed to educate NCCS BCDE audiences that their own voice can power Google search. We pivoted on inspirational journeys of women who overcame gender bias like boxer Nikhat Zareen.
लोगों ने कहा बॉक्सिंग लड़कियों की बस की बात नहीं, तो मैंने बोला टॉप वुमेन बॉक्सर्स इन द वर्ल्ड.
And powerlifter Kiran Dembla.
लोगों ने कहा मत देखकर शौक रखो, मैंने बोला पास के जिम्स.
To demonstrate Bolne Se Sab Hoga. Through an impactful integrated media campaign, we reached our audiences with this message. In an industry-first non-intrusive innovation on India's #1 OTT platform MX Player, we recreated a voice search experience within the platform's ad inventory itself to drive engagement. High-affinity women's sports partnerships further enhanced the Bolne Se Sab Hoga narrative. The smartphone camera in every Gen Z's hand was the second mode of access. So Google introduced Lens Search in India's second most populous state, Bihar. 4 use cases with the highest propensity for trials with Gen Z were activated. Geo-focused buys on YouTube, app campaign for engagement and OTTs delivered reach with conversions. An engaging print activation induced readers to scan with Google Lens to find answers. With mobile publisher mCanvas, we replicated the Google Lens user interface through an interactive rich media experience. Armed with the learnings from voice and lens search, we launched multimodal search for all Indians. Dhoondenge to milega. Showcased how text, voice, or lens unlocks possibilities. A World Cup winning women's cricket captain.
तो छोरों के साथ खेल लेंगे. आसपास क्रिकेट एकेडमी.
A small town parkour superstar.
How to start parkour.
And an indie filmmaker.
ये तो जापानीज है.
कृपा करके मेन्यू दबाओ.
Showcased how Google search unlocked possibilities for them. User and brand generated content across YT Shorts, Insta Reels, and YouTube's video ad sequencing built the multimodal search story. Marquee cricket events, Asia Cup and ICC World Cup further amplified our message. We broke media silos with Ye Kisne Dhoonda, a one-of-its-kind offline to online treasure hunt style activity. Contextual pop culture billboards built intrigue, sparked virality on social media, and encouraged over 650 brands to join the trend. These interventions delivered results. A 4% lift in lens and 7.5% lift in voice search usage, with a 65% over delivery of search daily active user targets per quarter. We also generated over 700,000 social conversations through our interventions.
रोहतक से वर्ल्ड कप ढूंढेंगे तो मिलेगा.
Google.
And for all those who are still wondering about the first search query, let me tell you that in 1998, when founders of Google were demonstrating its power, they searched for Gerhard Casper, who was the president of Stanford University at that time. And naturally, Google gave perfect results. Because Google पे ढूंढेंगे तो मिलेगा. Thank you.
Thank you. The next presentation, Spotify.
Hi everyone. I will start the presentation. So hi. Let me know if
You
my
haven't
screen is
shared your
visible
screen.
and if I'm
You
audible.
haven't shared your sound.
I have.
Computer sound.
All right. Just a second.
Yeah. We can see the notes now.
Just a second. Seems to be an issue. Is my screen visible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Awesome. So,
Are you
hi
ready?
everyone. Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Falak, and I will be presenting Spotify's case study on how we established Spotify as the ultimate mood catalyst. Spotify came to India 5 years ago, and when it did, there was huge anticipation for the app, as it was seen as the cool new kid on the block. We scaled almost immediately and became the music app for everybody. Cut to 5 years later, our challenge was slightly complex. We had to grow the category by onboarding new streamers and retaining the existing streamers, all while increasing consumption. The need of the hour was to break clutter. Generally, music is perceived as to be used in certain occasions or moments like festivals, house parties, workouts, morning walks, commute, etc. We did a detailed research to understand how music can have a deeper and sustained impact in the consumer's life. And a key revelation was that music helped alter emotions. It helped block external noises. It helped reduce stress and anxiety and help elevate creativity. Music, therefore, was the ultimate mood catalyst. With this, we came up with India's first reparation media strategy, which cemented Spotify as a platform that users could tune into when they wanted to change their mood or set their mood. This led to the creation of Mood to Tabhi Banega Jab Spotify Chalega. With the what answered, we moved to the how. How should we make Spotify the ultimate mood setter? We set up two critical phases, the announce phase and the converse phase. In the announce phase, we co-created communication. We activated multimedia approaches on TV as well as digital. We onboarded or we collaborated with the hottest celebrity at that point, which was Alia and Ranbir, and we created a Diwali special campaign for it. Play a small video for you just so you can get a feel of what the communication looked like.
इसे मनाएंगे पहली दिवाली.
ऐसे मनाई थी पहली दिवाली. Moving ahead, along with this main asset, we had multiple other assets that we used strategically to create high impact and high visibility across digital and TV. This resulted in extremely high SOV for the brand, as well as very high traction on paid, owned, and earned media. Followed by the announcement phase, we moved on to the converse phase. The converse phase was targeted specifically to Gen Z, and therefore we used their favorite way of communication: memes, lenses, and gamification. We collaborated with Bobby Deol and Imran Hashmi, two of the most underrated actors, to send out the first sneak peek of the campaign. We used our proprietary tool, which had a custom algorithm to fit Spotify's requirements in. This could probably be the reason why Bobby Deol came back into the limelight. He was more than a sport and used all of his old movie clips and converted them into memes. This had a domino effect, with hundreds of meme pages jumping onto the trend and creating their own versions. And it resulted in immense conversation to be driven across 2 days of the campaign. This could probably also be why he backed the role of Jamal Khoury. On Twitter, we further fueled the conversation by using a simple mechanism where we use multiple heart emojis to nudge users to turn their mood around. And on the day of Diwali, we launched our custom Diwali lens, where people could use crackers, rangolis, lights, etc. to uplift anybody's moods. This is how the campaign went out.
It's a universal human truth that music changes one's mood. From sad to happy, grumpy to cheerful, depressed to hopeful. The list is endless. Who better than Spotify could do that magic? With its vast offering of playlists, singers, and languages for every single listener. The objective was to reach out to Gen Z listeners with Spotify's young and hip-hop brains that had a perfect song for their every mood and their desire to express themselves. To resonate with Gen Z and millennials, we spoke in their much-loved language of memes, with Spotify on to Mood On, a viral filmy meme campaign to set their mood right. To start the viral wave, we roped in Bollywood celebs to take a dig at themselves, only to be made viral by popular meme pages and a host of influencers. We soon got a flurry of organic response from netizens, making it a viral sensation and getting picked by influential brands. It was a clean sweep. Spotify changed the mood of the internet in no time.
What is this? All of this effort, what did it do for our brand? We grew our MAUs and DAUs by 1.4x. There was a 7% increase in TOMA, 13x growth in Gen Z alone, 6 million streamers were present across all mediums, and there was 160 million reach that we garnered from this initiative. And that's how we set the mood right for Spotify. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, Dream11.
Hello everyone. I'll just share my screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen in full screen?
Yes. But you haven't shared the sound.
I have shared. Am I audible, Abhi?
Yeah, we can hear you. You haven't shared your computer sound. You have any videos? We won't.
Yeah, I have videos. I have shared the screen with that only. I'll start to share sound options. Just a minute. I'll start it. Okay, good.
You haven't shared the sound, and you might face issue again at the video.
Okay, I have selected.
It is not shared.
Just a
You,
minute.
if you want, you can just stop sharing the screen. Yeah, now it's fine.
Now it is shared now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your time starts now. All the best.
Okay. Just a minute. Good morning, jury. Just a minute. Just a technical glitch. Give me a second.
No problem.
Yeah.
Let me know once you're ready. I'll start the time.
Yeah. I'm ready. Let's start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, jury. Let me take you on a journey of a visionary brand that introduced India to fantasy gaming, Dream11. We are a cricket passionate country. Our passion runs deep in cricket, right from nature of the pitch, toss outcome, umpiring decisions, to team selection. Cricket lovers want to express their opinions on all aspects of the game. In past, it always remained a dream. Dream11 was the first cricket fantasy platform in India, allowing its users to live the stream. Founded in 2008, Dream11 is the pioneer in the fantasy sports category in India, backed by extensive market research, filled a wide space in the market by providing an interactive and engaging platform for fans. However, there are many Me Too platforms emerging and replicating the Dream11's formula. But what sets Dream11 apart from the rest? Its innovation and deep understanding of user needs, providing stimulating experience for users by maintaining the essence of game of skill, recognizes the satisfaction users derive from their own research, allows users to apply their sports knowledge and strategic thinking, enhancing the overall experience. We help fulfill the passion of our consumers who are sports enthusiasts and actively engage in sports. The one who conducts thorough pre-game research, regularly participates in sports communities, and possess deep understanding of their favorite sport. Dream11's dedicated efforts over the years and media outreach has propelled its user base to 172 million, larger than prominent Indian OTT players. Our task in 2023 was to uphold Dream11's reputation as a visionary brand and that fuels the passion of sports enthusiasts and maintain leadership of Dream11 over Me Too platforms. Hence the big question, how to grow a visionary brand like Dream11 who is already sitting on a very huge user base. IPL provides a significant opportunity for Dream11, contributing to more than 50% revenue and new users. Dream11's user base stood at 172%, while the cricket audience stood at 360 million, providing us with a huge 52% headroom. Dream11 wanted to bridge this gap and which led to the birth of Sab Khelenge campaign, which means every cricket enthusiast will play on Dream11. To understand the source of growth, we dissected the 360 million cricket viewers into high, medium, and light basis their time spent watching the game using BARC. We then cross-referenced it with Dream11's user data. We found that Dream11 had healthy penetration within heavy viewers at 82%, the underpenetrated medium and light viewers at 58 and 26%, which constituted the source of growth. Our execution was divided into two parts. Part 1 strategically crafted a dream sale campaign providing early bird discounts to prime the medium and light cricket viewers. Part 2, we opted to be co-presenting sponsors of IPL to maximize our brand exposure throughout the 60-day tournament to facilitate trial. To showcase the execution, let me take you through an AV.
In a cricket-loving country, Dream11 feeds the passion for cricket enthusiasts. Dream11 became synonymous with cricket and leads the fantasy gaming category in India, owing to its visionary consumer-first approach. However, in recent years, numerous Me Too platforms have emerged, targeting Dream11's user base. Our task was to uphold Dream11's reputation as a visionary brand to maintain leadership over Me Too platforms. The Indian Premier League drives more than 50% revenue opportunity for Dream11. Dream11's user base stood at 172 million, surpassing many prominent OTT platforms in India. IPL, with 360 million audiences presented, a 52% headroom for Dream11. To understand the source of growth better, we segmented cricket viewers into heavy, medium, and light using Bark. We then cross-referenced it with Dream11's user data. We found that Dream11 was under-penetrated amongst medium and light cricket viewers. The analysis of medium and light cricket viewers showcased their intensive TV consumption outside of cricket. The key genres discovered were GECs, movies, and news. The analysis further helped us identify their preferred channels, time bands, and programs. We strategically crafted a dream sale campaign providing early bird discounts to prime the medium and light cricket viewers.
ड्रीम सेल के ऑफर इतने बड़े हैं कि इनके आगे तो बड़े-बड़े भी छोटे पड़ जाएंगे।
The campaign was launched a week before IPL 2023 across 75 plus preferred channels of medium and light cricket viewers. We opted to be the co-presenting sponsors of the league to maximize our brand exposure through a variety of on-screen elements. A 90-second press conference film was aired during live IPL matches to establish the hashtag Sab Khelenge concept.
3 Idiots का sequel आ रहा है।
हम एक्टर्स क्रिकेटर्स के कपड़े पहन के प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस क्यों दे? आमिर खान ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस किया क्रिकेट में। वो क्या है ना कि आजकल क्रिकेटर्स एक्टिंग में कुछ ज्यादा ही इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं। ऐसा बोला? रियली? तो हमने सोचा कि ये लोग एक्टिंग में बिजी हैं तो क्रिकेट हम कर लेते हैं।
Kareena Kapoor and Boman Irani of 3 Idiots further fueled the amplification of the press conference film.
I think they are gunning for a sequel.
तुम लोग वायरस के बिना 3 Idiots के बारे में सोच भी कैसे सकते हो?
The campaign used 10 distinct creatives filled with witty banter between Bollywood stars and cricketers. The sequential release of creatives kept the viewers engaged throughout the 60-day-long IPL tournament.
Nice. All is well. All is well. All is well.
A visionary campaign garnered unprecedented results. The campaign reached whopping 267 million medium and light cricket viewers post IPL 2023, which is 1.9x higher reach as compared to last year. More importantly, we narrowed the penetration gap amongst medium and light users from 53% in 2022 to 83% in 2023. Business results garnered on the back of increased penetration amongst medium and light cricket viewers. On the first day of IPL, app downloads grew by 246%. Overall user base grew from 172 million to 200 million. Installs and registrations increased by 19% and 14% respectively. Consideration and recall increased by 6% and spontaneous awareness increased by 9%. And hence, the idea of सिर्फ देखेंगे नहीं, अब सब खेलेंगे was fulfilled. तो jury judging मैं कर लेता हूँ, आप Dream11 पे टीम बना लो. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Next presentation is HUL Shikhar app.
Hi, I'm audible?
Yes.
All right, I'm just sharing my screen. Please let me know if it is visible. Just give me a second, please. Please let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes.
Lovely. Sounds good. Can we start now?
Yes, you can start.
All right. Thank you so much. नमस्ते। आज की केस स्टडी प्रेजेंट करने के लिए मैंने एक किराना स्टोर ओनर को बुलाया है। जी हाँ, वो शॉपकीपर और कोई नहीं, मैं ही हूं। मीडिया इंडस्ट्री ज्वाइन करने से पहले 5 साल तक वर्सोवा मुंबई में मैंने किराना स्टोर चलाया है। मुझे ये पता है कि एक स्टोर चलाने में कितनी मेहनत लगती है। मैं दिन में 12 घंटे काम करता था और पूरा दिन मेरा ध्यान सिर्फ मेरे बिजनेस बढ़ाने में चला जाता था। कस्टमर्स कोई भी सामान पे अच्छा रेट लेने के लिए बड़े ई कॉमर्स ऐप पे चले जाते थे। जब 300 शॉप्स के लिए एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर हो तो अच्छा रेट और डिस्काउंट कैसे मिले जो मैं अपने कस्टमर्स को भी दे सकूं? बिजनेस चलाना बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट था। इसीलिए HUL हमारे लिए शिखर ऐप लाया। इस ऐप पे हम ऑर्डर्स दे सकते थे और हम एक ही ऐप से सारा HUL का सामान मंगवा सकते थे। बिजनेस बढ़ाने के लिए ये ऐप अच्छा था, पर क्या ये एक दुकान का सेल्स बढ़ाने के लिए काफी है? मुझे पता नहीं था अब इस ऐप का मैं क्या करूं, इससे धंधा कैसे बढ़ाऊं। मेरे कस्टमर्स ई कॉमर्स में चले गए ऑर्डर करने के लिए, पर मैं कोई डिजिटल ऐप कैसे यूज करूं ये समझ नहीं आ रहा था मुझे। ऊपर से ई कॉमर्स वाले कितना एड्स करते थे, कस्टमर्स तो उनको प्रेफर करेंगे ही। मुझे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर से बात करने की आदत थी, पर इस नए डिजिटल ऐप को यूज करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट था। I will now switch gears as a media person from Ali the retailer. Much like me, millions of the shopkeepers had the same problem with Shikhar. Shopkeepers didn't see any value in using the app. At best, they use the app once or twice in a month. We identified the business issue. There was no engagement or action on the app. Our consumer insight was also very clear. Shopkeepers didn't know what to do with the app after downloading it. Shopkeepers didn't believe it could add any unique value. Shopkeepers still wanted human interaction. Our media task was very clear that we had to deliver app value as well as create engagements. Our media strategy was to humanize the Shikhar app by educating and enabling the retailer and the pharmacist community. Based on the media task at hand, to educate and drive product knowledge, we created a first ever live commerce event on the B2B app. To enable retailers, with the help of Gen AI and natural language processing, we helped retailers and pharmacists create a customized offer for their target audience. So what did we do? As retailers were struggling to understand how to use the app, it was clear sending them manuals and tutorials wouldn't cut it. Human interaction was the only way to grab their attention. To educate, we enlisted celebrity Mandira Bedi to serve as a sales coach, leveraging her star power to educate retailers on app usage and product knowledge. Through a strategic media approach, we generated excitement and integrated unique offers into the coaching sessions, empowering shop owners to engage customers effectively with HUL products. We created AI-driven custom ads for retailers to boost their digital growth. For the first time, every retailer on a platform had a celebrity brand ambassador. Using advanced tech like natural language processing and neural networks, we took our AI to new heights, allowing each retailer to craft unique ads tailored to their app store. We provided over 200 combinations for store owners. Customers were already shopping on the e-commerce platforms. Now with the customized ads, retailers could reach them through WhatsApp, social media, and more, boosting their business. We wanted a familiar yet friendly face to connect with both the shopkeepers and the consumer. Who better suited for the task than our very own circuit, Arshad Warsi. Now, let's delve a little into detailed execution of this campaign.
In India's rapidly changing FMCG marketplace, Unilever launched Shikhar, a B2B app. With 1.3 million retailers subscribed on the app, it was a win-win situation for HUL. However, for the average Kirana store owner, the customer was still king and profitability was still key. The app lacked the solution for both, leading to severe dormancy. While there were multiple initiatives, none addressed the bottom line. HUL recognized the need for a strategic pivot to drive sustained engagement and growth. The challenge became clear. How do we humanize Shikhar? Introducing Super Chat, a personalized live commerce activity with none other than Mandira Bedi. Leading actor, a parent, an influencer, and most importantly, a sales coach for the day. Mandira explained the wide assortments of our range, and shopkeepers were immersed in real-time interactions, gaining product insights and personalized offers. For the customers, we also needed something to break the circuit. And the answer lied in Circuit himself.
Yes, Circuit.
Introducing Circuit Bolega to Sunega India.
नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब. मैं हूं अर्शद वारसी.
An AI-powered solution that not only boosts retailers' store visibility, but also significantly increases sales. The customization using Gen AI technology wasn't just to the effect of the store names.
आपके पसंदीदा पांडुरंग किराना में 3 Roses, Boost, Brooke, Hellmann's पर चल रहे हैं ढेर सारे ऑफर्स. आपके लिए गुप्ता किराना स्टोर अब होम डिलीवरी भी करता है.
These hyper-customized videos could be shared by the retailers directly to their loyal customers, making Circuit the most widely seen and heard mascot of the neighborhood kirana store owner. The results supported the success of the activity and how Circuit है तो समझो हो ही गया.
हिंदुस्तान लीवर से पहले जो है 2 बार मंगाते थे, अभी 3-4 बार मंगाना पड़ता है. अभी धंधा जो है पहले से दुगना हो गया है.
तिवारी जी पहले मेरे सामान लेते थे, बाद में ब्लैंकेट से सामान लेने लगे. वापस मेरे पास इसके लिए आया क्योंकि रेड 11 चाय पे मैंने उनको अच्छा डिस्काउंट दिया.
अर्शद वारसी का जो वीडियो बनाया है वो काफ़ी अपने कस्टमर्स और हमारे फ्रेंड सर्कल में हम लोग भेज रहे हैं और उसका काफ़ी हमको अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स है. मैं अपने रोज के कस्टमर को सर्किट का स्पेशल ऑफर भेजता हूँ. बिजनेस मस्त चल रहा है.
As you just saw, how a powerful media strategy for a B2B service app focused on addressing retailer pain points translated to first time ever innovative executions. We were able to uplift the retailer community, helping them grow their business in an easier way. In summary, our groundbreaking media strategy revolutionized B2B engagement, empowering retailers to excel. Through innovative solutions, we have set a new standard in the best media strategy services category. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation is Vodafone Idea.
Let me know once the screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You can start.
It's an immutable law of business that words are words, promises are promises, but only performance is reality. Namaste. I, Ekta Patil, welcome you to the ultimate backstage pass as we show how India's leading reality show drove performance goals for Vodafone Idea. The Indian telecom industry was saturated with no growth in subscribers since 2019. So we needed to find new avenues for growth. With Jio entering the market, all 3 big telecom players were in heated price wars. There was no scope of increasing revenue from just recharge packs. That's when their focus shifted on increasing their revenue by monetizing their app user base. But VApp has only served as utility for bill payments and recharges, resulting in low monthly active users. This led to V teaming up with multiple partners like OTT, gaming platforms, all available on the V app for continuous user engagement. Which is why the objective was to increase monthly active users on app by 25% within the span of next 12 months. Typically, in such situations, a common approach for any agency would be to ramp up media spends on performance campaigns. However, beyond a certain threshold, increased spends in performance campaigns would lead to cannibalizing the organic installs. This means that additional monies would be allocated towards acquiring installs that would have occurred organically anyway. So, we had to find a solution that would increase app installs without cannibalizing the organic numbers. We needed a hack, something that would give us results without doing things the traditional way. Our M study established a strong correlation between impact properties and lifts on business ROI, website visits, and app install numbers. Therefore, our hunt for properties that would help us achieve this huge task of app install growth began. We evaluated high-reach properties like Cricket, Big Boss, KBC, and many more for their reach and their popularity. But we needed a property where we could incentivize users to install apps without hampering their experience of the show. We found that golden opportunity with Kaun Banega Crorepati, a long-lasting show that had the potential to not only get us high reach, but also bring engagement. For years, KBC has maintained its popularity, leveraging Amitabh Bachchan's appeal and a chance to win a jackpot. KBC turns its passive viewers to active participants, striving for the famous hot seat and moving towards the goal of getting 7 crore with the help of lifelines. However, we still had a major question to answer: TV or digital? Television catered heavily to NCC's BCDE demographics, while Sony Live attracted predominantly younger and affluent audience. It made perfect sense to utilize both platforms given V's diverse audience base. Our decision was to transform KBC's passive viewers into an active user base by integrating V with the KBC Play Along on digital and V Golden Week on television. It's said that a picture is worth 1,000 words and a video is worth 1,000,000. In this case, 7 crore. Let's take a look at how the integration unfolded.
Telecom giants have started focusing on new avenues to increase their app user base. V's objective was to increase the monthly active users on app by 25%. Performance campaign after certain investments start cannibalizing the organic installs. So we got only 14 to 15% additional users by the end of the year. Thus, a disruptive breakthrough was needed. We partnered with India's largest reality show, Kaun Banega Crorepati, integrating two key initiatives on TV and digital to amplify its impact. On Sony Live, KBC Play Along had an interactive experience where users could use lifelines to move forward and the highest scorer could get a chance to be on hot seat. Last season, 125 million users participated in the Play Along and used lifelines. We leveraged this lifeline feature and offered an extra lifeline exclusively to V users who downloaded the V app. Since our target audience was only V users, we did end-to-end integration between V app and Sony Live to pass signals back to Sony Live only when the app is installed by V users. During Play Along, user clicks on Install V app option. Redirection to Google Play Store is done to download the V app. Post-installation, the user opens the V app and verifies V number using OTP. Once the number is verified, signal is passed back to Sony Live app and the user is credited with additional lifeline. This entire transmission took less than 10 seconds. User can use this lifeline anytime during the Play Along. To create instant awareness about V Lifeline, we did spotlight branding on Sony Live, pre and mid rolls during KBC. V banner on homepage of Play Along. High impact integration on every answer card. Promotions on the waiting page to explain how to earn a lifeline. Additional promotions were done using KBC and V creatives and pop-ups during live KBC. Of the 158 million Play Along participants, 34 million unique users redeemed the V Lifeline. 6 million plus unique V app were installed through Sony Live alone. On TV, we made an industry-first property, Golden Week with V, exclusively planned for V users.
अब वी नेटवर्क की मदद से आप हॉट सीट पर आ सकते हैं क्योंकि शुरू हो रहा है केबीसी गोल्डन वीक विद वी, जहां अगले हफ्ते हर रोज मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछूंगा जिसका जवाब आपको वी ऐप पर जाकर देना है.
For 1 week, all the fastest finger first contestants were selected from V through a contest which ran only on V app. The questions for this contest were announced during the show. The questions were made available on the V app. Once the question was announced, V users could download or upgrade the V app. V Golden Week section was created within the V app. User answers the question and would be contacted within 15 days by KBC team if shortlisted. For us to make this a possibility, we did an end-to-end integration within the V app. This technology ensured that the questions presented on live TV simultaneously appeared in real time on the app. The app went through rigorous assessment and testing to ensure the app remained stable even under heavy traffic. We also made sure there was accurate transmission of the data to the KBC team for verification. Golden Week was promoted across all channels of Sony Network and Sony Live app as well as live in top shows. Push notifications, in-app promotions, WhatsApp or other channels used for creating awareness about Golden Week. 1.5 million plus V app were installed during the 4 days of Golden Week contest. Overall, through the collaboration, the MAUs surged by 30%, achieving the year-long target within 5 months. Trauma increased by a remarkable 191 basis points, while spontaneous awareness saw an impressive increase of 153 basis points within a quarter.
Through our strategic alliance, we did not just meet our targets, we smashed them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next presentation is SBI Life.
Okay. Hi, just a quick check. Can you see my presenter notes and am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
And can you see my presenter notes?
You haven't shared the screen yet.
Just 1 second. Hi, can you see my presenter notes?
Yeah, we can see your presentation and full screen.
Sorry, just 1 second. Yeah. Can I start?
Yeah, your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Good morning, jury members. My name is Gurunath. Today, we have a kids' day at work. And this little one here is my daughter, Inaya, who has been busy sketching. Inaya, please say a hi. After super busy weekdays at work, all I wait for is spending time with my wife and this little one on weekends. We usually go out for bike rides around the colony. Inaya looks forward to it. I love this chapter of my life. All my efforts on weekdays is focused towards securing the needs and aspirations of my loved ones. Apne liye, apno ke liye, just like SBI Life. And I did learn that even the life insurance category isn't just about one person, right? It's also about our families. But you know what? It is something that all of us have been ignoring for the longest time. Sadly, most Indians don't have a life insurance policy. This is also reflected in the category penetration, which is sub 5%. And one thought that has been constantly lingering in my mind from a long time, and what actually scares a riding enthusiast like me, is a shocking number of deaths caused due to road accidents. What's worse is the choice of not wearing a helmet continues to be a major factor in fatal accidents, which is why I always wear one.
Dada, since you were talking about weekends, I have drawn something just for you.
Wow.
Dada, this is both of us on the bike. I love coming for bike rides with you, Dada.
Thank you. This is very beautiful, Inaya. Inaya and I have been going for bike rides since she was 5. And as you see here in the images, this is etched in her memory because this is a moment she and I cherish the most. But looking at these images, I just realized that I have missed out on something very critical, and probably what the entire country has been missing out for years. There are more than 240 million two-wheeler commuters on road every year in India, with 4.6 lakh road accidents in a year and 19 lives being lost every hour. And a family with kids on bikes is a common sight. But the helmet rule does not take into consideration the little ones, making the most important member of the family the most ignored rider. In order to convert the most ignored rider into a safe rider, we devised CARE, an integrated media approach. We tapped into culture that had to resonate with a larger audience. We amplified using the right KOLs. We encouraged responsibility by advocating the use of a unique safety equipment while riding. And we educated and engaged the audience through thoughtful content using a wide variety of platforms. In a country as vast and diverse as India, there's one thing that unites all of us, apart from not wearing a helmet, is cricket. Cricket too stresses on the importance of a player safety by allocating the usage of helmets and the strict concussion rules. To create the strongest impact, we partnered with Rajasthan Royals as their safety partner by sponsoring their helmet. Not every influencer is on Instagram. We knew on IPL match days there will be more families out on the roads, especially on two-wheelers, to beat the traffic. We used this unique amplification opportunity to educate riders about the safety of their most important fellow rider, their little ones. Even those with helmets were in for a surprise where instead of Chalan, the Jaipur traffic police, who were the influencers in this campaign, greeted them with a free helmet for their kids. In Ahmedabad, the helmet distribution drive culminated in a huge traffic rally organized by the city traffic police. We introduced little helmets that keep the kids of the family safe. The first of its kind, with the exact specs of a pro biking helmet, were made in a smaller frame. The snug fitting, a movable visor, and an extra soft cushioning just for our little riders. We educated and engaged with the audience by creating bespoke experiences and educational content disseminated through news network, and amplification via not only SBI Life, but also Rajasthan Royals' own social media assets. SBI Life and Rajasthan Royals unveiled a larger-than-life helmet installation at the team's home ground to remind the fans to be a responsible passion chaser.
Dada, I found a nice video for our friends. Can I please play it?
Yes, sure.
India has the highest density of two-wheelers. With the highest vehicular population comes along the highest rate of road accidents. In spite of helmet awareness for safety, a mighty half of the population does not wear one. What's more concerning is the common visual sight of family and kids, all on the same bike without a helmet. SBI Life, a leading insurance brand, wanted to reinforce its commitment to protect the common man with its Apne liye, apno ke liye proposition. We decided to build this awareness with the families by protecting the most ignored rider of their family, their kids. We built this as a multi-pronged plan. To leverage our narrative over the importance of helmets, we chose to partner with the most watched event, IPL. First, we became the lead helmet partner with Rajasthan Royals to champion the importance of helmet in the game or on the street. Then, for the first time, we produced a helmet specially for the kids and propagated the use to families riding across cities to watch IPL matches. To build a strong credibility, we partnered with the biggest influencers of traffic safety, the Jaipur and Ahmedabad Traffic Police. They gifted the kids helmets instead of penalizing their families. The initiative was launched with a citywide traffic police rally along with kids as pillions to create strong awareness around the most ignored rider. The most ignored rider became the most important one.
Growth with safety, that's what we are striving to achieve, and SBI Life has taken a step forward. We welcome that, and once again we thank you on behalf of Ahmedabad Traffic Police for making us part of this. Thank you so much.
Inaya, I keep telling you, every time you do a good deed, you shine the light a little farther into the dark. And that's what SBI Life has done here. SBI Life policies went up by 83% during the last year's IPL season. The campaign reached out to 284 million people via TV, newspaper, and digital publication across the IPL season. That's 32% of the total TV universe. We also reached out to 33% of Jaipur and Ahmedabad's population. More than 10,000 families got engaged with this activity in Jaipur and Ahmedabad via digital and on ground. And there was a 3 times rise in the search volumes during the IPL match days. Quite mind-blowing, no?
Unbelievable.
Wait, there's more to it. More than 1.5 million worth of PR was generated through the helmet activation only in Jaipur and Ahmedabad, Inaya. Inaya, since your birthday is coming up on 2nd of April, I wanted to give you a surprise.
What's that, Dada?
Rajasthan Royals is coming to Mumbai on 1st April. Shall we go to watch the match on the bike?
Only on one condition, Dada. If you give me a helmet to wear.
Fair enough. SBI Life has already helped me with one. Here you go.
Thank you, Dada. And thank you, SBI Life, for not ignoring me.
करूं पूरे अपने इरादे, अपनों से किए सभी वादे। SBI Life, अपने लिए, अपनों के लिए।
Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, confirm ticket.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
You can see the screen?
Yes, you haven't shared the sound.
Okay. Just a second. I've shared the sound. Just a second.
Whenever you're sharing the screen, you get the option to share sound on the Zoom app.
Yeah. Okay, now it's visible. Now it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Anthony. I'm going to talk about how we leveraged ICC Cricket Men's World Cup 2023 for confirmed ticket. So we all love train journeys, don't we? Right? Who can forget the memories of long journeys, right? So if you look at the travel with friends, you visit to grandparents' house, making friends with strangers, playing games, and also the doorside travels that we all have gone through. So we cannot really forget these memories. These memories hold, they're very close to our hearts, right? Now there are lots that is happening around the train journey, right? Especially if you look at the train booking. 80% of the train booking happens online, right? Thanks to the advancement in technologies and also the payments, right? Payment revolution that is happening, right? So it's because of that. Now, Confirm Ticket has launched to give the train travel unique experiences, train ticket booking experiences, right? So
If you go to a confirmed ticket, you get a confirmed ticket, right? It's because of the train alternatives that they have and the prediction features, right? You have a free cancellation on train tickets as well, right? And you also have instant refund and cancellation, right? These are some of the unique features that confirmed ticket has. So the key task for confirmed ticket is to drive awareness and encourage users to download the app, right? So the core audience that we have is the male audience who is 22 to 40 years old, NCCS AB audience. Cricket is the most commonly connecting thread for them. The markets that we really focused on were Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, AP, and Telangana. So IRCTC is synonymous to train ticket booking, right? It has 80% market share, right? So how can confirmed ticket take on the Goliath of IRCTC? That is the biggest challenge, right? So confirmed ticket as a challenger brand and with a lower budget has to ensure that it creates wonderful experience that translate in cherished memories for the audience. So around the time when we were doing the campaign, ICC World Cup was happening in India after 12 years, right? It is a big moment for all of us. This means that there will be a lot of travel among cricket enthusiasts, and also there will be a travel that will happen, right? So train therefore becomes an important mode of travel. And it is also expected to reach over 500 million audiences. So there cannot be a better platform than ICC World Cup to create a memorable experience for confirmed ticket. What we've also done is we've done a social listening where we realized that, a lot of our audience were disappointed at not getting the match tickets. That's the insight that we've got. And hooray, Confirmed Ticket seized this opportunity, became the official licensee of the ICC Men's World Cup 2023, right? Because of the official licensee, it gave birth to an amazing campaign called the Journey to the World Cup. The World Cup has 3 phases. The first phase is you call for contest entries. Consumer needs to download the Confirmed Ticket app and participate in the cricket contest. Phase 2 is all about winner announcement and amplification in the social media. Phase 3 is about train journey from Bangalore to Chennai. Watch the match in Chepak, and Chennai to Bangalore and watch the match in Chinnaswamy Stadium. So those were the 3 phases. So if you look at the entire overall media scenario, Confirmed Ticket being the digital first brand, it is important to lead the campaign through digital. Digital also has a high reach and high stickiness among the Confirmed Ticket audience. What we've done is to begin with, we've used 4 different influencers from each state. We've used Danish Seth, we've used Adrijo, we've used Jordan, we've used Mauli Talks to sort of introduce the contest to a lot of people, to the relevant people in the states, right? It also gave us a lot of visibility and in the market. It is also supported by a meta campaign in the South states. The response of the contest was so overwhelming that we had to stop the campaign in between. Meta campaign reached around 6 million audiences, during the promotion period. The Meta post promotion also reached almost 1 million, right? We've also had hoardings in the vicinity of the railway station and to spread the word about the contest. We had a lot of participants, and there were a lot of winners as well. They were taken on a memorable train journey. So what we've done is we had a dedicated train compartment wrapped with Confirmed Ticket and the World Cup branding elements. So the winners got a chance to meet the influencers, had fun dancing with the team, created a World Cup anthem, played quizzes with the influencers, and many more, right? So therefore, what we've done here is we've successfully implemented our 3-pronged strategy. One is the biggest ICC World Cup, then travel, which is Confirmed Tickets category, and we brought in the experience of a train journey to make it more memorable. So the overall strategy of action in journey to World Cup campaign has successfully delivered all the media metrics and all the business metrics as well. We had around 4 million downloads in just 1.5 months. And 1.5 lakh users visited Confirmed Ticket to participate in the contest. There is also increase in website traffic to about 133%, from 3 lakh to 7 lakh visitors. The influencer campaign generated around 15 million video views. The influencer campaign engagement rate went up to 31%, far exceeding the industry range of 1 to 8%. The brand was able to generate high volume of positive conversations and sentiments with the help of the influencer content. Overall, the Meta campaign sort of delivered more than 12.7 million reach. So that was the success of the campaign. I'll show you a glimpse of how Confirm Ticket won the World Cup. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Next presentation, Amazon.
Hello, just to confirm, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can see the screen, but you haven't shared the sound.
Don't have a video.
Oh, then it's okay. You can start. Oh, your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Invent and simplify. This is one of the leadership principles of Amazon. To paraphrase, leaders expect and require innovation and invention from their teams and always find ways to simplify. They're externally aware, look for new ideas from everywhere. Diving right in. Amazon Great Indian Festival is more than just a shopping event. It's a cultural phenomenon. It's a highly anticipated event where customers across the country come to Amazon platform to take advantage of extraordinary deals, discounts, and exclusive offerings. What sets AGF apart is its ability to speak to a wide spread of demographic audiences and the sheer scale. Year after year, Amazon Great Indian Festival, or AGIF as we call it, continues to break records, attracting millions of shoppers. While on media, it continues to be one of the largest campaigns across categories and brand. With so much on stake, Amazon India places paramount importance on its success by ensuring sustained peak from across the audience through the entire duration of the sale campaign. India's diversity is not just a cultural facet, it's the very fabric of the nation. And that's something that we celebrate. The India's landscape changes dramatically every few short distances. The triggers and barriers vary significantly across different regions and societal strata. What motivates customer in one section of audience might not resonate with another, making it imperative to tailor messaging offerings aligned to the RTBs. Moreover, media and content consumption patterns vary between the strata. While one segment might prefer traditional media, the other might prefer a digital platform or social. So understanding these preferences is essential for effective communication. The challenge, therefore, was to create a de-averaged media strategy capable of successfully navigating across such vast and diverse audience sets. We respond to this challenge by invoking one of the Amazon's leadership principle, which is keeping customer at its core and working backwards, thus laying the ground for the elegant and groundbreaking framework, which is called the Many India Framework. It's a nuanced segmentation approach derived from macroeconomic factors, category behavior, and brand objectives. We went about conceptualizing the framework in 3 steps. The first step involves clustering digital in India into 3 distinct segments, which is India A, B, and C. The factors which was taken into consideration were pop strata, purchasing power, e-commerce maturity, and Amazon serviceability. Next, we projected the audience base because in Amazon we work on the current as well as the near term. And we considered, to project the audience base, we considered the various factors, which was population growth, digital penetration, urbanization, and growth in e-commerce space. And finally, we assessed the business potential and opportunity base for each cluster, and then aligned it across each cluster, aligned it to the Amazon business unit. By how do we do that? We use the current business level penetration and projected the ambition for the next 3 years, which can then be used to tailor strategies to maximize growth potential for each line of business. Together in the dynamic Indian market, these steps serve as pillars for a robust framework, which can help us refine our targeting strategies, more importantly, optimize resource allocation, and drive sustainable growth. Once the frameworks are conceptualized, to harness its full potential, we'll delve deeper into the realm of media choice and content choices. The first step involved mapping trends in media consumption and consumer receptiveness into many India clusters. By understanding how different segments engage with various media channels and content formats, we gain insight into the nuanced preference and behavior of these cohorts. Next, we analyze learnings from partners like Google, Meta, and of course, leverage our own learnings, which through experiment scale-ups, which showed different learnings across different various cohorts. And finally, we layer this with a study of media intensities and competitive strategies across different clusters to uncover opportunities to differentiate approach. Some of the insights that came up from the Many India framework was we observed that internet reach was comparable to TV in India A, with stark contrast to India C, where TV dominates. Similarly, in South, we saw South prefers TV, while digital reach in India C in South market is low. India A is shifting to digital news consumption, while regional newspapers reaches almost 40% of India B. The type of influences also varied across clusters. While India A is highly skewed on travel, India B and C is skewed towards memes and comedy and mass. Short video format delivers high reach and brand effectiveness in India B and C, while Insta dominates India A. The direct implication of the Many India framework permeated it at every dimension of a media campaign strategy. For example, we optimize our inputs based on category affinity and potential, focusing on India A and India B for maximum impact, while leveraging TV and digital impacts to serve India C. Understanding audience preference also led us to lead with digital for India A and TV for India B, thus aligning our approach with the media consumption habits for each of the segment. CTV took preference within digital touchpoints for India A, reflecting the preference of the segment and maximizing engagement potential before exploring other mediums. We deploy category inputs considering relevance to many India segments, such as over-indexing on large appliance category within India A to align with their preferences and purchasing power. We leverage differential media choices like short video formats to enhance visibility among India B audience segments, recognizing the popularity and effectiveness of short video content within its clusters. Messaging was aligned to the RTBs of different clusters. We embraced hyper-localization or personalization by targeting over 3,000 ads for each of the many India segments, ensuring our messaging resonates with the respective reasons to believe and preferences. Each phase of the event was planned differently. During the extended sale period, we focused on down-funnel driving touchpoints for India A and B, prioritizing platforms like Facebook and Insta, and Truecaller to drive visits and conversions. We saw some wonderful results. On the first day, our sales peaked to almost 200 index numbers compared to the previous year. And we also observed an average 130 index throughout the month-long sale period. Our TOMA within the premium audience increased by 10,000 BPS, 1000 BPS compared to the previous year, reflecting enhanced brand recognition and recall. TOMA within the new to Amazon or non-shoppers, which is a surrogate for India B and C, lifted by almost 1500 and 1100 BPS, indicating successful penetration and brand engagement. And we also maintained a competitive advantage over our nearest competition, where our TOMA gap was maintained at 2300 BPS because of the differential input we gave for India and India B clusters. But most importantly, we are happy customers. Thank you.
Thank you. Jury members, we have completed the first category. Would you like to take 5 minutes or 10 minutes and complete scoring for this particular category?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Once you're done, please do let us know. We will start the next category. Can we start during this? Okay, we are starting a new category, which is best media innovation, use of e-com marketplaces. And the first presentation will be HUL body washes.
Yeah. Just give me 1 minute. I'll do the setup.
Yeah.
Just a second. Yeah. I can start. Okay.
Yeah,
Hi,
your
everyone.
time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm going to talk about how we used e-commerce marketplaces to grow body washes as a category. Now, let's talk about this category. So I'm really sorry. My clicker is not working. Could you pause this for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It's okay. I'll just use the mouse, keyboard itself. You could resume.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really sorry. My screen is not working. Could you please pause it again?
Okay.
Yeah.
You can restart.
Yes, thank you. It's not working. Just a second. I'll just try it once again. Yeah, I'm good to go. I'll start again.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you
Your
so
time
much.
starts now.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm going to talk about how we used e-commerce marketplaces to grow body washes as a category. Now, let's talk about this category. It's very small. Only about 5% people today in India use body washes, but it's very competitive at the same time. Multiple companies and multiple brands are competing for these 5% users. It's also very seasonal in nature. People tend to shower more in summers, hence, naturally, the consumption of body washes increases. However, the purchase will happen only once or maybe twice in these 3 months. Now, do you think brands face any challenge when it comes to consumer acquisition? There are two. The fact that consumers are very price sensitive and the fact that consumers have multiple options. Hence, every company wants to be in the cart in the very first purchase because the second purchase might never happen in these 3 months. Let's talk about the present sales scenario for body washes for Unilever. 30 to 35% of sales comes from e-commerce, and within that, 60 to 70% of it comes from Amazon. In addition, Amazon's ability to target specific audiences enables us to create highly relevant and personalized ads that are more likely to convert into sales. It also provides us with detailed performance data to track the effectiveness of our campaigns and make data-driven decisions to optimize them further. In such a scenario, Unilever was very clear what they wanted to do. Increase sales on Amazon by 50% in 3 months. Now, to achieve the same, we brought an innovation in our approach itself. We did 3 things: product portfolio, product bundling, and a bottom-up strategy. Now, let's talk about why product portfolio. Previously, brands were running separate campaigns, hence cannibalizing each other. We started running all of them together via one single campaign and one single catalog. We gave consumers multiple options across brands to ensure that a consumer only buys Unilever. And the same goes for product bundling. 22 SKUs were deployed across the 4 brands and various pack sizes. More price ranges for consumer, more options for consumers resulted in more sales for Unilever. From a bottom-up strategy, we first went after past purchasers and their lookalike audiences. We then went after consumers who were looking for competition brands and who were new to the category itself. And lastly, we reached out to the lateral and broader subcategories like body scrubs, body polish, etc. Now, I'll let the AV explain what the whole process looked like.
In pursuit of surpassing the monthly e-commerce sales volume target by 1.5 times, we devised a cutting-edge strategy aimed at capturing demand. In addition to our groundbreaking initiative of consolidating our major body wash products like Lux, Pears, Dove and Liril into a comprehensive portfolio, we diverged from conventional upper funnel marketing strategies and embraced a reverse approach. Our goal was clear: to amplify sales, capitalize on the growing online shopping trend, and deploy data-driven tactics to effectively re-engage with consumers. Amongst multiple e-commerce partners, Amazon emerged as our preferred choice due to its robust analytical capabilities and an increment in its traffic because of the summer sales. Leveraging Amazon's demand-side platform, we expanded our advertising reach systematically, optimizing it for greater sales. Our audience approach first prioritized past purchasers and their lookalikes, slowly going up the funnel by targeting competitive brands. As the success of this grew, we also started targeting related product categories like moisturizers to go further up the funnel. As a campaign gained momentum, we strategically expanded our efforts to amplify our reach and impact. We began by refining our audience segmentation, harnessing valuable data insights to identify and target new high-potential customer segments while ensuring continued engagement with existing ones. Concurrently, we gradually increased our budget allocation, judiciously investing to maintain optimal returns on investment. The team embarked on a journey of consolidation, bringing together all body wash variants within the portfolio and offering consumers a diverse array of combinations ranging from larger bulk packs to smaller, more specialized assortments. This innovative bundling strategy was not only designed to encourage bulk purchases, but also to provide consumers with the freedom to select from a wide spectrum of options tailored to their preferences. This resulted in an 88% boost in return on ad spends within 3 months. We observed a notable 199% surge in purchases, accompanied by a substantial 60% reduction in cost per purchase. In the 3rd month of the campaign, the return on ad spends grew to a whopping 4.9, showcasing the campaign's effectiveness in maximizing returns while managing costs efficiently.
Now that the AV has explained the entire process, I'm just going to summarize it for you. The situation was that demand peaks for body washes in summers. Hence, the target given to us was to increase sales by 50% on Amazon in 3 months. The approach, which we think is an innovative strategy that we did, was A, product portfolio, product bundling, and a bottom-up approach. And the results are in front of you. We increased the ROAS by 88%. We increased the purchases by 199%. And we reduced the cost per purchase by about 60%. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next presentation, Cadbury Dairy Milk Sip.
Thank you. Hi, I'll just present my screen. Let me know if everything looks good.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're ready?
Yes, I am ready. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, we can see.
Great. Hi, good noon, jury. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Surbhi, and today we are here to talk about Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk's successful Choose the Perfect Silk campaign on Amazon this Valentine's Day. Well, Silk as a brand has always been synonymous with love and Valentine's Day, particularly for the Gen Zs and the younger generation. This is also the time of the year when they are actively seeking for tips and advices. Hence, as a brand that has always stood for expression of healthy love, we decided to do our bit and try to help this younger generation. We see that Gen Zs go crazy and berserk searching for tips to make their Valentine's Day special and unforgettable. And that is where Silk, we decided to help. Presenting Silk Unforgettable Love Tips. Through this campaign, we shared ideas and tips with the Gen Z to make their Valentine's Day experience the best ever. We brought the magic of Valentine's Day alive by personalizing the entire experience to their taste. We not only personalized the communication by associating with a variety of influencers, also we used best-in-class data practices to personalize the landing page and tailor-made data collection efforts that enriched our first-party data. We also partnered with one of the key commerce platforms, none other than Amazon for Gen Zs, for both data collection and delivering tips which redefine the role of commerce platforms. While you all must have heard Silk saying, how far can you go for love? Well, e-commerce says it's just a cart away. Distance doesn't dim love, and thanks to e-commerce, neither thus finding the perfect silk. A recent report by Statista says that millennials on an average spend 5 hours per week shopping on e-commerce platforms compared to 2 hours on other digital advertising platforms. We know that majority of the shoppers use Amazon for research of anything they want to buy or shop, and this holds true for Gen Zs and the younger generation as well. And the best way to nudge this audience cohort is through a combination of engagement plus performance. So who are these Gen Z audience on Amazon, right? Well, Amazon Audience Intelligence shared with us that they are Alexa device owners, Fire TV device owners. They are also between the age range of 18 to 34, roughly younger millennials and Gen Zs. They are also active Valentine's Day shoppers on Amazon, and they also own smart electrical products and devices. Now let's see how we leverage the entire ecosystem of Amazon from audio to video, and let's look at the AV now.
Cadbury Silk has always attuned itself to the contemporary times. Silk's recent rebranding further strengthens its positioning as the new language of love, with the Cadbury Silk audience at the heart of every campaign. This year, Cadbury Silk had their audience pick the perfect silk for their partner, based on their quirks. The campaign aimed to strengthen recall and drive consideration for the brand. An analysis of profiles of Amazon audiences and Silk consumers revealed a major overlap, resulting in Amazon being selected as the ideal media partner. Amazon Ads conceptualized a 360-degree gamified experience to drive engagement and consideration. With Alexa's Wheel of Love, users let Alexa guess their partner's personality type and add a Cadbury Silk to their Amazon cart. This received over 3.6 lakh plus audio utterances. The next leg of the campaign was a content-first experience, where Fire TV viewers could watch romantic movies sponsored by Cadbury Silk in the run-up to Valentine's Day. Innovative ad formats were leveraged on various touchpoints on the Amazon shopping app to drive consideration, including a gamified Valentine's Day quiz that reached desired audiences at scale. Audio ads raised awareness of the V-Day store with over 2.8 million plays, leveraging one-of-a-kind shoppable ad formats to drive new customer acquisition. We measured impact across reach, engagement, and retail metrics. Ultimately, the campaign successfully reached over 42 million impressions and gave a significant boost to Cadbury Silk searches on Amazon. As per Brand Lift's study, the campaign had a positive impact across brand awareness, correct message association, and purchase intent, strengthening Cadbury Silk's retail presence on Amazon. Cadbury Silk also saw an increase in the share of new and repeat customers. Also, the brand growth trajectory was higher than the category growth across product views, volume of sales, revenue, absolute growth, and share of new and repeat customers.
Well, as you saw, the numbers speak for themselves, right? We deployed a full funnel approach, leveraging all Amazon levers to reach our audience in their entire Valentine's Day journey across the funnel. Through Amazon Video, Fire TV, and Alexa, we built awareness and new-to-brand customers. Through gamification, featured stores, and Amazon DSP, we built consideration and purchases and drove purchases via remarketing through trial. The campaign leveraged integrated display, video, and audio tech for the first time in e-commerce in India, which was possible using Amazon Audience Intelligence in this campaign. The campaign delivered on its own growth ambitions, despite a combination of performance and engagement during a high-intensity e-com sale period. This also resulted in an entire growth of market share by 4% for us. And the overall campaign did wonders for the brand, with a 30% jump in spont awareness and 8% jump in consideration scores, alongside a 2.1% lift in message association. The campaign saw 22% growth in pack sales and a 15% jump in revenue, helping us clock the biggest ever Valentine's Day for Silk. But most importantly, we could contribute our bit in driving the culture of healthy love among Gen Zs and the younger millennials. Well, I wanted to end this presentation by cracking a Cadbury Silk joke, but it turns out everybody's busy having it. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you. Next presentation, Horlicks Mother Plus.
Yes. Just checking, is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yeah, we can start.
your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Meet Sana. She's an expectant mother. And like 50% of the pregnant and lactating mothers in India, she's anemic and her diet lacks micronutrient-rich food. We have a simple solution. Horlicks Mothers Plus is a nutritional supplement designed for pregnant and lactating women, containing micronutrients, DHA, and choline for a baby's development. But how can Horlicks Mothers Plus reach Sana? From a population of 691 million women in India, only 23 million are expectant mothers at any point in time. Additionally, the brand is relevant to these women only for a 9 to 12-month period. Finding the likes of Sana is like finding a needle in a haystack. No media, TV, print, or even digital allowed us to sharply target this audience. Sana is a new age mom, and as soon as she became mother, she was overwhelmed with information and advice. She didn't know whom to trust. Apprehensive about trying new products, she actively sought out doctors' recommendations, which is why, even though she was aware of Horlicks Mothers Plus, she was wary of trying it. We decided to reach her where we could contextually communicate with her, build trust and credibility, and even get her to try the product. Sana, being a millennial, shops online for baby care and pregnancy-related products, seeks out maternity care online, and gathers relevant and important information to power through her pregnancy. These online platforms are not just transactional, but also serve as communities where mothers can interact, share experiences, and seek advice. Our goal was not just to sell products, but to become a trusted partner in their pregnancy journey, fostering a positive digital environment that enhances their overall well-being. So, how did we execute? We identified 4 partners that would help us deliver our message. Flipkart for the e-com shopper, PharmEasy for the online pregnancy supplement shoppers, Practo for online pregnancy consultation seekers, and Helofy for the mothers community. Since the window of opportunity to target pregnant mothers is very small, we had to, in a short span of time, spark an interest with them, educate them on Horlicks Mothers Plus, and get them to try our nutritional supplement. Leveraging the power of e-commerce with a full funnel strategy, we analyzed the large database of pregnant and lactating mothers and defined the right cohorts to target, minimizing spill. We dynamically targeted these mothers with samples. Mothers were then nudged with app notifications for us to understand intent of purchase and gather feedback. We then retargeted them for purchase. We successfully reached pregnant and lactating moms when they would be most receptive to our message. And for this, we created a first of its kind cohort of pregnant and lactating moms on Flipkart. With PharmEasy, we were able to build a full funnel e-commerce solution and generate trials. Practo helped us with keyword and contextual targeting. And we activated the moms community and built advocacy with Healify. Let's see how it all came together.
We identified 4 specific e-com and digital platforms. As the numbers soared and impressions grew, what astounded us was the trust we built with our target consumers. Our unique and strategic partnerships made Horlicks Mothers Plus the go-to supplement for urban mothers across India. However, good business comes down to making a real difference in people's lives.
Horlicks Mothers Plus reduced the media spill by reaching on-target audiences through e-com platforms. It helped the brand gain on-target reach within pregnancy households from 13% to 44%. We gained 240 bips in market share. Consideration as a brand recommended by doctors grew by 500 bips. In conclusion, Horlicks Mothers Plus didn't just achieve remarkable business results, it made a real difference in the lives of countless mothers and their babies. By bridging the gap, empowering choices, and nurturing well-being, we contributed to a healthier
Last 1 minute.
future for India. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation is Nivea.
Is our screen visible?
Yes, we can. Please share the computer sound as well.
Just a second. Good afternoon, jury. We are presenting Omnichannel Innovation Excellence, Nivea Milk Delight's Precision Marketing Pilot.
Hi, I'm Karishma Singh, overseeing Nivea's face wash segment as a brand manager.
Hi there, Karishma. I'm Meet Lalin, and I specialize in conceptualization and ideation. By the way, your skin looks really great. Do you have a skincare routine to follow?
Thanks. The credit goes to Nivea's Milk Delight face wash, infused with milk proteins and vitamin E. It's been a game changer for my skincare routine. The creamy texture cleanses gently, leaving my skin nourished and revitalized. Plus, it replenishes moisture, making my skin incredibly soft and supple.
That sounds amazing. People struggling with dryness or sensitive skin should definitely give it a try.
Absolutely. Our product is a blessing for women dealing with dry and sensitive skin. In fact, I have an idea. Why not position it as the go-to product for consumer facing dry and acne issues? With your expertise in the dynamic market and innovation in omni-channel marketing, I believe we can make this a success.
I'm intrigued. With so many touchpoints available, I think we can cater to these objectives with a meticulous approach.
That sounds promising.
Yes, I have some ideas already. We can take cohort-centric approach to aim at our target group basis its specific need to state and concern. Cohorts are often used to analyze groups of customers who share similar behavior or characteristics. By integrating Meta and Flipkart into your brand's operation, we can focus on segments related to dryness and sensitivity.
While I agree your ideation, how do we differentiate the audiences across e-com and media?
We need to take omni-channel approach where we will be running integrated campaign across Flipkart and Meta. Basis matched market analysis, we will run test and learn pilot campaigns wherein one group we will leverage Flipkart's deterministic signals along with Meta's probabilistic signals, and in cohort group we will leverage Meta's interest filters as a BAU campaign.
That's brilliant. This approach can help us measure the effectiveness of omni-channel e-commerce media campaign. This will definitely set us apart from the competition and align with our brand objectives.
Indeed, it will. However, we need to be aware of the challenges. Cohort targeting demands meticulous interpretation of Flipkart's deterministic signals, managing test and control groups, wearing media weights and measuring performance metrics across platform.
Despite the challenges, the benefits of executing this campaign outweigh the cons. We can overcome the challenges and learn from them during and after the campaign.
Great. Let me take you through the AV for better understanding of my ideation.
In today's rapidly evolving industry, the synergy between e-commerce and media is paramount, acting as the bridge that connects us all. Media serves as a pivotal component in fostering connectivity. Recognizing this, Nivea embarked on a transformative journey by embracing digi-commerce, an integrated approach combining media and e-commerce. This strategic decision aimed to enhance cross-functional insights and actions. Our campaign was meticulously crafted with clear and measurable objectives in mind. Leveraging Flipkart's deterministic signals, our primary goal was to drive purchases. Additionally, we aimed to increase market penetration by 1% and achieve a 2% increase in ad recall and brand awareness lift. Furthermore, we targeted growth in specific brand search queries. With these objectives steering our campaign, we are poised for success. To facilitate collaboration and insights sharing between e-commerce and media teams, a dedicated war room was established. This centralized hub allowed teams to analyze data, discuss strategies, and make informed decisions. One key challenge we encountered was ensuring unbiased results by arriving at identical test and control markets. To address this, we leveraged matched market analysis, considering various internal and external factors to identify identical markets. The power of media and e-commerce integration enabled Nivea to create seamless and personalized experiences for consumers at every touchpoint. Through precision marketing and full funnel integration, we tailored our approach to specific consumer cohorts, such as sensitive skin and dry skin. By maximizing reach through large-screen formats like CTV and YouTube influencers, we drove consideration and seamlessly transitioned to purchase with strategic retail alliances. We utilized Omni, our proprietary tool with built-in attention metrics to ensure the selection of effective channels and formats generating the highest attention scores. Additionally, Neuron's cognitive intelligence for eye tracking was strategically employed to optimize creatives for maximum attention. Our omni-channel e-commerce strategy seamlessly united Flipkart's precision targeting with Meta's extensive reach. By leveraging Flipkart's deterministic signals, we precisely targeted cohorts experiencing dryness and sensitivity with tailored product recommendations. In our test and learn pilot, markets were divided into test and control groups, ensuring accurate impact measurement and demographic comparability. Simultaneously, a full funnel campaign unfolded on Meta platforms, delivering personalized messaging on Facebook and Instagram to directly address the specific skin concerns of our target audience. The differentiated innovation between Nivea Milk Delight's omni-channel strategy lies in its cohort-focused approach, cross-platform integration, and personalized communication across Meta and Flipkart's audiences, yielding unprecedented campaign results. Our brand achieved significant milestones, including a 1% increase in market share, a remarkable 5.1% lift in purchase intent, and an impressive 35% reduction in cost per acquisition. Through Flipkart product performance campaigns, we delivered an overall ROAS of 10.7 for Nivea. Furthermore, we witnessed a phenomenal 200% increase in purchase-driven branded search queries during this campaign. With these remarkable results, we continue to drive growth and engagement for the Nivea brand.
Well, now that you've seen the AV, let me take you through the results we achieved with this campaign. We saw growth in market share by 1%, achieved a spike in branded search queries by 200%, reduced the cost per acquisition by 35%, increased purchase intent by 5%, and to top it all off, we gained an ROS of 10.7. Don't face wash, milk wash. Thank you.
Thank you. Next presentation, HUL Shikhar.
Yeah, just give me a second. Just setting it up. Let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes.
Just hold on. Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay, let me know when I can start.
You can start. Your time starts. All the best.
Cool, thank you. Hello jury, my name is Yash और आज मैं आपको सुनाना चाहता हूँ एक कहानी एकदम बॉलीवुड स्टाइल। चाहिए तो आप पॉपकॉर्न लेके आ जाइए, I'll wait। हर बॉलीवुड मूवी जैसे इस मूवी में भी एक हीरो है, एक हीरोइन है और कहानी को इंटरेस्टिंग बनाने के लिए एक विलेन। चलिए मिलते हैं इन कैरेक्टर्स से। कहानी शुरू होती है मुंबई के एक किराना स्टोर ओनर सुष्मिता देवी से, जिनका बिजनेस काफी अच्छा चल रहा था। दिन के 100 से 200 ट्रांजैक्शंस भी हो रहे थे और कस्टमर्स के साथ एक काफी गहरा रिश्ता बन गया था। पर उनके बिजनेस पे काले बादल छा गए जब कुछ वक्त पहले आया कोविड का वेव। दुकानें बंद, ग्राहक घरों में कैद और इसी दौरान लोगों ने अपनी सारी शॉपिंग ऑनलाइन शुरू कर दी थी। And this affected the lives of Sushmita Devi, who had always functioned in traditional ways. Clearly, Sushmita और उनके जैसे कई रिटेलर्स इस चेंज के लिए रेडी नहीं थे। बट इसका फायदा उठाया किसने? इन्होंने जजेस, रिटेलर्स के लिए ये विलन बन चुके थे। देश विदेश के कई सारे ई-कॉम ऐप्स से मिलकर सुष्मिता जैसे कई रिटेलर्स के 30 से 35% बिजनेस छीन लिया। दिन ब दिन सुष्मिता देवी के लॉयल कस्टमर्स को अब घर बैठे इंस्टेंट डिलीवरी की आदत लग चुकी थी। दुकानों में ना कोई ग्राहक, ग्राहकों से ना कोई कनेक्शन, शेल्फ भरे के भरे, बट ऑर्डर को प्लेस एंड डिलीवर कैसे करें? सुष्मिता देवी हैड क्लियरली लॉस्ट ऑल होप्स। बट फिर अगले दिन अपने मोहल्ले में एक हीरो आया, हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर का शिखर ऐप। एक ऐसा ऐप जो रिटेलर्स को अपना बिजनेस बढ़ाने की पूरी मदद करता है। अब तक हीरो के सारे इनिशिएटिव्स हीरोइन और अपने एंगेजमेंट को बढ़ाने के थे, जैसे कि इजी ऑर्डर प्लेसमेंट, इन्वेंट्री स्टॉक अप, प्रोडक्ट डिस्कवरी एंड लो कॉस्ट क्रेडिट लाइन। लेकिन इस ई-कॉम विलन से लड़ने की ताकत अब तक हीरो में बिल्कुल भी नहीं थी। शिखर ने एक ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी लॉन्च की जिससे अब रिटेलर्स अपने कस्टमर्स के लिए अनेक कस्टमाइज ऑफर्स बना पाया। लेकिन इस ऑफर को अलग और नया बनाने के लिए शिखर लेकर आया बॉलीवुड के नामी सेलिब्रिटी को, क्योंकि अब कहां हमारी हीरोइन बड़े स्टार्स के साथ ऐड बना पाती, उसके लिए तो ये बिल्कुल भी पॉसिबल नहीं था। लेकिन अपने हीरो ने ये पॉसिबल करवाया और इस पॉपुलर आवाज और चेहरे को हर घर तक पहुंचाने के लिए जेन एआई और नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग NLP की टेक्नोलॉजी ने शिखर का साथ दिया। वैसे बातें तो काफी हो गई, लेकिन पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त।
In India's rapidly changing FMCG marketplace, Unilever launched Shikhar, a B2B app.
This app helped the Kirana store owners to buy smarter, increase efficiency, and impact sales. With over 1.3 million retailers subscribed on the app, it was a win-win situation for Unilever. However, for the average Kirana store owner, the customer was still king and profitability was still key. The app, however, lacked the solution for both, leading to severe dormancy. While there were multiple initiatives, none addressed the bottom line. We needed something to break the circuit, and the answer lied in Circuit himself.
Hey, Circuit!
Introducing Circuit Bolega to Sunega India.
नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब. मैं हूं अरशद वारसी.
An AI-powered solution that not only boosts retailers' store visibility, but also significantly increases sales. Arshad Warsi was the spot-on choice as the face and voice of every Indian retailer across the country. His memorable roles in Bollywood movies and his relatable persona made him the right person to represent the average Indian retailer. The customization using Gen AI technology wasn't just to the effect of the store names.
की स्टोर पांडुरंग किराना के बारे में. भवानी सुपरमार्केट, पवन प्रोविजन स्टोर, प्रेम फार्मेसी, 3 रोजेस, बूस्ट, रेड लेबल, ताजा किसान, लिप्टन पर चल रहे हैं ढेर सारे ऑफर्स. आपके लिए पांडुरंग किराना अब होम डिलीवरी भी करता है.
These hyper-customized videos could be shared by the retailers directly to their loyal customers, making Circuit the most widely seen and heard mascot of the neighborhood Kirana store owner. The results supported the success of the activity and how Circuit है तो समझो हो ही गया.
हिंदुस्तान लीवर से पहले जो है 2 बार मंगाते थे, अभी 3-4 बार मंगाना पड़ता है. अभी धंधा जो है पहले से दुगना हो गया है.
तिवारी जी पहले मेरे सामान लेते थे, बाद में ब्लैंकेट से सामान लेने लगे. वापस मेरे पास इसके लिए आया क्योंकि रेड 11 चाय पे मैंने उनको अच्छा डिस्काउंट दिया.
अरशद वारसी का जो वीडियो बनाया है, हम लोग काफी अपने कस्टमर्स और हमारे फ्रेंड सर्कल में हम लोग भेज रहे हैं और उसका काफी हमको अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स है. मैं अपने रोज के कस्टमर को सर्किट का स्पेशल ऑफर भेजता हूँ. बिजनेस मस्त चल रहा है.
और हर बॉलीवुड स्टोरी की तरह इस स्टोरी की एंडिंग भी काफी हैप्पी है. सेल्स बढ़ गए, डोरमेंसी घट गई और अरशद वासी की वीडियोस की तो जैसे मोहल्ले में बाहर आ गई. अब हमारी हीरोइन फिर से अपने बिजनेस को लेके खुश थी. अब दुकानों में फिर से ग्राहकों की चहल, कनेक्शन बनाने का एक और नया पहल, शेल्फ से सामान गायब होते दिखे, डिलीवरी के साथ नए ऑफर्स जो दिए. इसी तरह शिखर ने सुष्मिता देवी जैसे कई रिटेलर्स को ई कॉम विलन्स के साथ मार्केट में compete करने के लिए एम्पावर किया. थैंक यू सो मच जजेस.
Thank you. Next presentation, Cadbury Celebrations.
Yeah, hi. Thank you. I'll just quickly start presenting my screen.
There is an echo coming from your...
Is it better?
No.
Is it better now?
No, your voice echo is there.
Yes,
Resound.
Just give me a second.
Are you connected to any external speaker?
Not really.
Can you sort this out? We will go ahead with the next presentation and you can do it at the last. Yeah, let's go ahead with the next presentation. Next presentation is Horlicks Diabetes Plus.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Wait, I just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Can I start? Wait.
Yeah, your time starts now. All the best.
Do you know which country is the diabetic capital of the world? It's India. There are 101 million people with diabetes in India. That is the 11% of the total Indian population. Additionally, there are 136 million with pre-diabetes. This is the same number as the entire population of Japan. Diabetes, it's not just a health condition, it's a killer disease. But can this be prevented? Yes. Can this be controlled? Yes. Yet, these 101 million people are quietly suffering, restricting their diet, curbing their lifestyles, and living every day with the pressure of testing and monitoring. One of the major reasons for high diabetic rate was not just the presence of sugar, but also the absence of fiber in diet that impact blood sugar control. Fiber can play an important role in managing type 2 diabetes by promoting healthy blood sugar levels. Yet, a staggering 69% of Indians consume less fiber than their recommended daily allowance. Introducing Horlicks Diabetes Plus. Horlicks Diabetes Plus, with a unique proposition of having the highest fiber per serving, wanted to penetrate the market and reach out to these diabetic patients. The task at hand was to instill trust that this nutritional drink can go a long way in managing their sugar levels. While Horlicks is a legacy brand and enjoyed high awareness, Horlicks Diabetes Plus, a newer entrant in the market, was facing low awareness and hence low trials. We knew carpet bombing via TV and print won't help due to media spillage to the wrong audience. Hence, we needed to sharpshoot. The media challenges were multifold. A significant knowledge gap existed regarding Diabetes Plus functionality and benefits for diabetic management. If doctors can't endorse these products as per regulations, how do we get the consumers to trust the brand? As per the new advertising guidelines set by platforms like Meta and Google, our ability to precisely target individuals with diabetes had been restricted, making it more challenging for us to connect with the potential customer. The proof of any diabetic lies in experiencing how their sugar level stays in control. So how do we get them to try the product? How do we find these 101 million people? To establish Diabetes Plus as a leading supplement brand, we required an innovative and targeted approach. So we analyzed consumers' online behavior. There has been a significant shift toward digital health platforms, a staggering 500% increase in teleconsultation, with 80% being first-time users. E-com platforms have emerged as front runners in this transformation, offering a wealth of information, product, and purchase options. Major players like Amazon and Flipkart have even established diabetic categories, further emphasizing the strong consumer demand in this space. The online glucometer market is growing 10% year on year and experiencing remarkable growth, reflecting the preference for convenient tools to manage diabetes. We leverage this digital shift to connect with our target audience and empower them with a trusted solution. And this became the foundation of our strategic move. Let's see how we did it through the AV.
We strategically partnered with key platforms, leveraging their extensive reach and user bases. On Farm Easy and Flipkart, we identified a specific cohort who were actively ordering diabetic products. We sent these users trial packs of Horlicks Diabetes Plus with their orders. Through QR code, we offered free consultations. Finally, collecting qualitative feedback through push notifications. On Beto, India's #1 diabetic management app, we serviced contextual banners at the moment of truth while users tracked their glucose readings. Drove trials with Beto glucometer orders on the platform. Built a new sales channel for Horlicks Diabetes Plus, creating exclusive bundled offers. We activated Practo, a doctor consultancy app on World Diabetes Day. We serviced keyword-targeted contextual banners. Through in-app roadblock ads, we redirected diabetic customers to e-commerce. Through these unique and strategic partnerships, we were able to make Horlicks Diabetes Plus the go-to diabetic supplement brand across urban India and strive to influence millions towards a healthier and happier future.
Diabetics are hard to find, but we created three big first of its kind solutions to sharp target them. First, we created the largest diabetic cohort on e-commerce like PharmEasy and Flipkart by understanding their purchase behavior. Second, we nudged users at the moment of truth when they were checking their glucose reading and then created bundle deals on B2 e-com platform. Third, on World Diabetes Day, we activated roadblock on Practo and redirected traffic to e-com pages, hence gaining 80% SOE. This impactful campaign translated into business success with more than 15% growth in online sales, 45% of new buyers on e-com platforms, and 74% increase in Horlicks Diabetes Plus trials during the campaign period. Also, we onboarded 5 new sales channels after this. The proof of the pudding for e-commerce is in its consumer reviews, as evident here. This transformative journey has enabled our vision to go beyond conventional mediums and influence the 101 million people towards a healthier and happier future. Thank you.
Last. Thank you. Last presentation, Cadbury Celebrations. Are you ready?
Yeah. Hi, Nitin. I hope I'm audible now.
Yeah, better now.
Great. Just give me a second. I'll quickly present my screen. Let me know once you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope my slides are visible.
Yes.
Great. Thanks a lot. Let me know if I can start.
Yeah, your time starts now. All the best.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mohini, and I am here to present Cadbury Celebrations Shop for Shopless campaign, a groundbreaking e-commerce innovation that not only created a positive social impact, but also redefined that shopping experience for everyone. Most of us often purchase chocolates on impulse, right? However, Cadbury Celebrations carves a distinct space. Unlike other chocolates, this one is meant for gifting during occasions and has a very limited window given that it thrives on the seasonal demand for sweet gifting. Coinciding with over half of annual sales, Diwali serves as a critical business period in India due to its widespread celebration. And 2022 Diwali celebrations were particularly special, signifying a joyous return to normalcy following the pandemic's impact over the past 2 years. As Diwali returned, so did the pent-up demand for festive gifting. And this gifting business was now in a digitized marketplace, open for all kinds of categories, catering to all kinds of gifting mindsets. Thanks to e-commerce, shoppers were now spoiled for choice and convenience. Given this reality, we needed to do something that consumers find meaningful and draws their preference for Cadbury Celebrations. But we also realized that while we concentrated on Diwali sales for these retailers, there was also someone for whom Diwali was not just 50% of their sales. Diwali was the source of their livelihood, a livelihood that had been on a standstill for the last 2 years. Do you remember these faces? These used to be a part of every Diwali, selling diyas and rangoli colors. But for the past 2 years, they've seen a major change. We now scroll for these festival essentials on our phones. The pandemic posed a significant challenge for street hawkers, with lockdowns impacting their livelihoods. While the overall economy was recovering, hawkers needed to find new ways to reach consumers and rebuild their businesses. The rise of e-commerce and the growing consumer preference for online shopping presented a new challenge. Our brand stood for generosity. We realized that in this digital world, how can hawkers even be discoverable online if they didn't even have a store? It was time again to go beyond just selling a product and stand out for something more purposeful. And hence, we didn't just create a Cadbury ad. We created a unique digital marketplace experience specially tailored for street hawkers who wouldn't typically have an online presence. The campaign transcended established e-commerce platforms like Amazon and Flipkart by building a dedicated solution for a specific target group with unique needs. We created a custom digital platform specifically designed for street hawkers, addressing their unique needs and bridging the gap between their offline businesses and the online world. All you need to do is, once a user bought the pack, you have to scan a QR code. It would take them to a microsite. Once they register and verify the details, they could simply create a store for any hawker, and all they needed was the hawker's name, phone number, and a few photos. And this is how we provided over 3,500 street hawkers with an online presence, significantly expanding their customer reach and sales potential. To ensure that we also get the desired visibility for our newly created marketplaces, we planned the campaign backwards from Diwali in 2 phases. The first phase focusing on onboarding hawkers or vendors who don't have a shop. Once their online stores were open, the second phase was focused on driving traffic to their online traffic stores. The campaign was minutely designed and planned to ensure that maximum registrations are completed at least a week prior to Diwali, and the aim in phase 2 was to drive traffic to all the online stores of these vendors who had registered. That way, the store is not just a microsite, but an actual revenue-generating livelihood for them. Over to the AV now.
After 2 years of muted festivities, India's biggest festival, Diwali celebrations, were making a comeback. Hawkers are everywhere, but they don't belong anywhere. Lack of permissions and a permanent shop pushes them to move around a lot, affecting their business.
जहाँ जगह मिलती है वहीं दुकान लगा लेते हैं। 15 दिन की कमाई दिवाली में जो होता है, इसमें पूरा साल चलाना पड़ता है।
Cadbury Celebrations, shops for shopless. We converted every Cadbury Celebrations pack into a shop for hawkers. An online shop where hawkers can now display their Diwali items without the hassle of looking for a physical space. A safe, permanent space to connect with customers freely. How did we do it? The QR code took you to the online platform where you could locate hawkers nearby. People were also requested to enlist hawkers near them. The campaign started the conversation to create shops for the shopless. The activity was covered on India's most popular primetime shows by the biggest Bollywood stars.
shopsforshopless.com पे लॉगिन कीजिए।
ये इनिशिएटिव उन्हें और उन जैसे कई सारे फेरी वालों को मदद करेगा।
India reacted to the campaign, showing their support for the initiative.
Cadbury is providing these shopless hawkers with their first permanent shop. How, you ask?
The campaign aims to empower and support the ones who don't own a permanent shop.
Millions of people shopped from hawkers across the country and helped them set up shops on Cadbury shopsforshopless.com.
He told me I was his first customer. I inaugurated his online shop. Felt good.
I did online bargaining with hawkers. मजा आ गया।
पहली बार बिना टेंशन का अच्छा धंधा हो गया।
अब कोई भी कस्टमर हमें आसानी से ढूंढ सकता है।
दिवाली अगर ऐसे ही दुकान लगाने का मौका मिले तो बहुत बढ़िया होगा।
Cadbury Celebrations, shops for shopless.
You see how we flipped the script, used mobiles that kept people from hawkers to actually bring them closer. 3,500 hawkers got virtual shops, 1 million unique shoppers registered, and for us, we saw a 20% revenue growth as well. Our campaign was beyond generosity. It was about reviving livelihoods and created an exclusive marketplace for an otherwise unorganized sector. Thank you.
Thank you, presenters. And thank you, jury members. I hope you had a good session, morning session. And I'm going to request some of you to express how was the experience, how did the online judging go. Please do not make any reference to any particular project or a case study or a presentation, but I'm speaking from the experience and also the presentations that were done online. I mean, how was the experience? Can anybody come forward and express?
Yeah, I will share, Mr. Pandit.
Hi.
First of all, thanks for the opportunity. I think very well organized and, a seamless flow of presentation. So it made the experience very pleasurable. I mean, aside that, the content and quality was really good. Tremendous work by the participants, but even to the team, because everything was so seamless. and we could do the scoring. At least I could do the scoring also side by side while we were looking at the presentation. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Shriji, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you. Anybody
you.
else wants to say something?
Hi, I was a presenter and this was my first Emvies. Really excited and loved every presentation, not just from our perspective. It opened a plethora of ideas and, creatives for it was very enriching to see all sorts of presentation. Thank you for this opportunity. It was great.
Wonderful, Surbhi. Thank you.
Hi, Vishal here.
Hi, Vishal. Hi, Vishal.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So it was a morning well spent, guys. To all the presenters, thank you so much. The presentations were very insightful, and I'm sure you have taken a lot of effort for this. It was really nice listening to all of you all. Also very insightful. As a marketer myself, got to learn a lot. So this is great. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishal. Thank you. So, thank you, team at Club Secretariat. Thank you, Shraval. Thank you, Nitin. I think we are going at a good pace every day. I think